Seems only fitting to pick right back up where we left off. The plastic held up okay. Predictably, and I kind of saw this coming, but I didn't have the time or energy or cares to give. This part held up okay. Just water going down the steps. I already moved that so I could look at where I'm picking back up today. And I've taken a peek under this and it stayed weirdly dry. This part suffered some erosion. I know if the GoPro's had a little bit to charge, and I've had a little bit to redo everything, break some stuff. No, actually I haven't broken anything. Ugh, shouldn't say that. Yeah, can you hear that thunder? That'll be fun. So after some soul searching and a little bit of digging, I wanted to go ahead and touch up, really finish grading this bottom part because it's helping me set the steps and the elevations for literally this entire side of the footing. This is kind of a rough draft with some humps here and there. Code says you can only really go up 2 feet, and I made my life difficult by having a basement at the bottom. It's really kind of messing with my head because I have to do a lot of math and then make sure that whatever my basement finish height is, then 10-foot high basement, and the house goes on that, which needs to meet up with that. But fortunately, I don't know whether fortunately is the right word. That side, that corner is the highest corner over there, by a noticeable amount. Like this, my little spinny laser, I set it up there because I was like, okay, that'll get me to the other side. No, that laser's definitely hitting below grade. And so I'm trying to wrap my head around all of this and make sure I'm doing enough brain calculations, and the storms are rolling in, and I just kind of realized I'm Ben Franklin. Even though this is aluminum and I'm not the tallest thing, it still seems a little special. So if somebody finds a charred, exploded grade pole later, it's been real. Well, y'all like my new lake? So I just hung out for that, I don't know, 20-minute storm. This is killing me, man. Which, on the plus side at least, I got to see like the amount of runoff and some upcoming challenges. For instance, water just comes shooting right down here. It's mostly down to exposed clay, so there's not too many traces. It comes from up, I'm guessing the road actually overflows because the storm drains are pathetic. And they all drain to one, and it blocks up all the time. It's great. And I'm guessing the overflow comes and visits me. So I get to figure out what to do with that, because I don't want that coming to a house, so gonna get to do some drainage systems. Beyond just the default foundation drainage. All the birds are coming out, so I guess the storm maybe is done for a few minutes. Hello, bird. But yeah, this stump hole fills up nicely from all the runoff from up there. Then sends it downhill, and I have at least a drain in my... It's not a footing, it's a moat. There's another storm coming. There's blue sky. Excuse me. Appalachian summer is such a crap show for weather in the afternoons. I mean, you know, temperate rainforest, yada yada. So I get out here pretty early most days, earlier than it's polite to really run a whole bunch of equipment, and since, you know, this is an already established residential neighborhood, I try to be nice to my neighbors. And it gives me the opportunity to get my head on, do some measurement, have my safety briefing for the day. But anyway, this morning, what I'm hoping to do today is dig the footer along that side. I've got about half of this top one done. I'm very glad I didn't finish it because I guess I don't think I showed this yesterday. I left this, so this fills up with runoff from the entire street. And if I had finished and dug into this, it would have come down here and just gone down my entire footing. I got enough of a moat down there already. But really, like, even like this dirt is solid. What I'm digging down to, it better be, because I'm going way down there in some instances. But anyway, so that was a nice little clever thing I did, and fortunately then the water just goes downhill and fills in that swampy moat down there, which is the last thing I'm going to clean up should I ever actually finish this and get concrete. God, that string is all over the place. Well, the string isn't all over the place, my line is all over the place. I'm gonna have to... Good God, who dug this? Just look at this compared to the string. Am I hung up on anything? No? I mean, it's touching some of the roots, but it's... Oh, Jesus. That is... Yeah, gonna have to do some hand chiseling. Jesus Christ. Who did this? Wow, that's really bad. Huh, gonna have to go downhill at the corner and clear out the uphill up here. Huh, that doesn't take too long, fortunately. Great. Anyway, enough of a recap. I guess I didn't record much yesterday. So I was looking at this string after I pulled it so I could remark it, and realized that is nowhere near level, which I knew at one point in the back. I think I was taking a few liberties. So I busted out the laser level, you know, pulled reference from where the string is on that side to where the string is on that side. About 4 feet difference. And when you're measuring, inches matter. Yeah, foundation's important, inches matter. I busted out some good old Pythagorean theorem, and with 4 feet over, so I got 30 feet depth of the house, 4 feet error, we'll call it, because that's what it is, leads to a little bit over 4 inches. So I put a new stake down. Basically figured the easiest way to do it would just be to burn 3 feet, come down to that's about level with the top of the pole down there, measured from that piece of rebar sticking up. Lo and behold, I'm about 4 inches off on that corner, at least. I'm gonna guess over there. So I think my bottom footing here is going to go from 16 inches to 20 inches anyway, which is fine. More work. But honestly, digging footings is kind of like, it's annoying going through roots, but I really actually kind of like this. The end result anyway. Like, let me just brag on myself over like how good this is. Like this sort of step right here is probably not showing up well on the video. And then I had to go way down there because of this pocket of soil was a bit deeper than expected. But anyway. So all the way down to the decomposed granite down there, like that ain't going nowhere. It rained like, I don't know, 1/4 inch last night. Can't even tell. Just anyway, that's kind of satisfying. It's a shame I suck at measuring and digging on that excavator, because you're wiggling all over the place and then you run over your lines, and oh well, operator error. If I can't get this done this week, I'm either going to hire like some surveyors with equipment, because I'm just going to screw stuff up with this elevation, honestly. I'm going, well, continue to screw things up. So I might consult with some professionals so they can stake the actual corners for me, so at least I'm working from a good point. But also, there's really no harm in me over digging the heck out of these footings. I mean, a lot of these little 1-story, 2-story houses are built on 24-inch footings just because that's the size of a good-sized machine bucket. So there's really no harm, no foul in making a huge footing so I can move the blocks on them to make up for my crappy measuring. So that's the morning update. If I can't get this dug today, this side footing, the concrete's not happening this week again. So anyway, went out there thinking about doing something stupid like this and building your own house, or heck, even paying somebody to build your own house. Yeah, I'm still wandering around picking up debris anytime that I have a spare hand. That's what I'm going to be doing the rest of my life here. Buy a level lot. Like, seriously. I feel like it's not too much to ask for a digging machine to, like, you know, stay where you put it when you are digging on it. But when you're dealing with a slope this stupid, it goes away. This footing is going to be God knows how many inches wide. Which is fine. Within reason. But this is a stupid slope. I didn't really appreciate when I laid everything out how high this back corner right here is. But it's like 11 feet taller than the bottom corner. So that's just straight up like 30% grade. And every time that I have to, you know, what should be a 5-second maneuver, like, oh, let's go from here to here and dig again. Oh, you're stuck. So I gotta waddle up there, angle back in, angle this way. Nope, can't go that way. Go that way. And it's a miracle I haven't flipped this dang thing yet. And I mean, bigger machines are a little bit more stable. They're definitely grippier, more ground contact, bigger treads. But this is just dumb. So I'm going to record some dumb. Where should I put this down at? My tripod is still in the camper, and the laser level's all the way over there. Oh, that reminds me, I gotta see what depth I'm at. I'll find a stump. I got plenty to choose from. So today's recap, I've gotten this excavator stuck 3 times? Honestly, I don't know. Going up and down this spot, I'm done with it. Just going to change my name to John Henry and do this corner by hand. Because I spent 90 minutes, and all I did was make it worse because I knocked a whole bunch of dirt back into what I had dug out, not flipping over and dying. Which is a good goal. Alright, the stupid battery stopped charging. My hands are literally shaking. I'm sure that's healthy. Anyway, let me put this down then. Though the image stabilization can probably take care of that. This cut off while I was doing my cool time lapse because the GoPro said it got too hot. But that's just as well, because this has been hours of nonsense because it's all just rock. A billion years ago, this was probably a cool boulder. But now it's just all the stuff I'm having to chisel out of here. The technical term is, what is it, weathered rock. It's very weathered, but it's still very much rock. Boy, this hairdo, and yeah, this is working. So I'll plug this in. Maybe it won't overheat again now that I'm not in the sun. Thank God I was overheating. All right, last day. Just realizing I really haven't gotten the GoPro out because it ticked me off yesterday, overheating while charging it. And today I've been ticked off at rocks, chiseling out that corner. So I'm sitting here, maybe 2 hours left before I pack up. Maybe less. Pack up camp too. And I have dug most of a footing. 40% of it by hand, 50% of it because I've had to hand finish literally every inch. Don't recommend that. I don't recommend a lot of stuff. Maybe I'll voice over a lot of the stupid things that I've done. They are endless, just absolutely endless. Definitely can't recommend the excavator on a slope like this. It's actually, like, the digging part, it does well, like, to be fair. Like, moderate roots, not oak roots, but, like, it'll tear through roots. It digs through clayey soil. It can peel up weathered rocks about as well as you would expect. Like, those are just impossible because you're either getting all or nothing, and it's a disaster when you're digging a footing no matter what. So I've had to hand dig too much of this. But it's, you know, a footing. There's still some bottom edges I gotta clean up. I need to do some research on exactly how square trench footings need to be. I'm hoping not exactly, but it's okay if so. It'll just be annoying spending several hours doing that. When I last gave up recording yesterday, this is kind of where I left it, but since then, the rocks fortunately became less numerous, managed to get over here, and this is the last little part in here I need to dig, right where Diggy's parked. But I don't think I'm going to do that just yet because of the runoff situation. When the storm drain gets full, all the water from the cul-de-sac comes down here, goes through, carries on down to the bottom of my moat down there. Of the things made worse, most of them are the excavator. So I didn't really make that many things worse. Well, my decisions did. Don't blame the excavator, blame the operator. Sometimes. So I was hoping to have concrete poured by now. Didn't make it. Not that shocked. Maybe I'll clean up if I feel frisky. Maybe I'll start bending steel to put in here. I'm gonna do 2 horizontal runs. I got a lot of bending to do because I've got, I think, like 5 or 6 steps down each side, plus some of these bonus steps. Just so I didn't have to keep over excavating the rock. Yeah, I don't know. That's all, folks.